Hello, Assalamu alaikum. This is my second class of Postgres database. In this class, I will create a replication site for Postgres database. Okay, and I will perform these steps to configure the replication site. Okay, so first I will install and configure the primary database server. Second, same thing perform on my secondary database server. Third step, I will define the replication setting on the primary machine. Okay. Fourth one, we will perform the backup activity. Copy the backup of primary database to my secondary database. Then define the replication setting on secondary database, and then we'll start the services, and finally we'll perform some testing of replication. Okay. So let's start the activity. So these are the servers for my application configuration. This one my primary machine and this one my secondary machine. Okay, I just install Reddit on both machine. Okay, then next step we will perform together. Okay, so first I will define the host configurations. Okay, let's start. First define the host configuration for node 1. Okay, this is the IP of my node 1. Postgres database Postgre 1. Okay, let's save it. Second is change the host name. Okay, third one is also change the host name. Okay, now host name change. Now same step perform on the second side. This is my secondary. Okay, save it. Now change the host name as well. Second machine host name is Postgre 2. Okay, now relog in this machine again. In duplicate root local duplicate root oracle exit this one, exit this one. Now let's realign this window. Okay, now we have successfully configured the host name. Now second step, we need to mount the CD-ROM. If you don't have the internet allow on this machine, so you can configure the local repository. So these are the steps for configure local repository on this machine. Just copy paste these steps. Okay, check these files. Only my underscore yum dot repo file should be exist on this part, and we need to remove other file. Okay, let's copy paste this one, and now media has been successfully mounted. Okay, now let's move to install the Postgres. Okay, first need to stop the firewall, and second one, install the Postgres RPM. Now firewall is going to stop. Yes, it has been stopped. Now it's currently installing Postgres RPM. Okay, now installation has been started. And the second one, I will change the default directory to u01 data. Okay, default directory is var lib pgsql data. I will not use this directory. I will use this directory for my installation. Okay, let's copy, and then directory has been created. I need to change the configuration for default directory setting. Okay, so remove this one and add this line. Okay, so save it. Now next step, disable the SE Linux and initiate directory. Okay, SE Linux has been disabled, and now it's creating the initial directory for Postgre. It's creating on my u01 slice data. Okay, after successful solution, then I will need to change. I have to change the PostgreSQL configuration file for define the listen addresses. Okay, now it has been initialized. Let's find the listen. Okay, just unmark it and define static over there. You can put the IP address if you want. Don't save it. Now also change the pghpa configuration file. Shift G on the last and append this line on the bottom of this file. Copy, paste, save it. Now let's restart the Postgres services. Now start the Postgres services. Services has been started and also has been enabled. Now I to which is Postgres user which has been created. Now I must log into Postgres and change the password of Postgres default password. to this password. Okay, password has been changed. Now second step, I'm going to create a database and user. Database also has been created and user has been created. Now check the configurations. You see directory has been changed. Okay, just you exit. Now installation has been performed on my primary node. Now let's perform the same steps to my secondary machine as well. Okay, so first we have to define the yum repository. This is the local yum repository creation because I don't have internet now on this VMs. Okay, let's remove all three files. This command for mount the CD-ROM. Okay, CD-ROM has been mounted successfully. Now let's start the Postgres installation. First we have to stop the firewall. If you don't want to stop the firewall, you can add the IP address in your firewall. Okay, now RPM is installing. If you already configure your Postgres primary server, so you don't need to perform this step on your primary machine. Okay, you just need to perform this step on your secondary machine. Okay, just create the directory same as my production. Directory has been created. Perform this steps. Okay, find the environment. Okay, now just change the default parameter to my directory. This has been changed. Save this file. Stop SE Linux. Okay, initialize DB. There is no impact of this activity on your primary machine. Okay, if you have already installed Postgre on your primary machine, you don't need to perform these steps on primary. Okay, you don't need to install the Postgres if you are already installed. Okay, search the address, listen. Okay, unmark it. Same file, pgsb. Okay, shift G and append this line in the bottom of this file. Okay, now just start services. Service has been started successfully. Now change the password of Postgre. Okay. Now let's create the database. Check this one. Okay. You see, we have successfully installed the Postgre on the my primary and as well as my secondary machine. Now let's start the steps for configure the replication. Okay. So first we have to perform these steps on our master on my primary database. Okay. Create this directory on primary from root user, and then after we have to change the ownership of this directory to Postgre. Okay, also you need to change the Postgres configuration file and just copy this line in the bottom of this file. Save this. Also change pg underscore hbf config file and add this replication user configuration on this file. Replication underscore s1 is my replication user. Okay, I will create after that. Okay, just log into Postgre. Okay, and then I create same user which I define on the file. User has been created. Q. Okay, and exit, and then restart the Postgres services. Services has been restarted. Now master step has been completed. Now come on the left side. These steps need to be performed on the slave machine, on the root user. Okay, and then we have to stop the services of Postgre on slave. Okay, rename the existing data directory of Postgre on secondary side. Okay, and just create the new directory, this directory again, and change the permission ownership of this directory. This directory should be empty. Okay, and just change the permission same like this, and come on the Postgre user, and then perform this step. This command will copy the backup from production to my secondary side. Okay, okay. This is the same password which I used to create a user. Okay, now it has been copied. It depends on the size of your database. Now change the same files in, because I've copied the backup from my primary machine, so I have to change this parameter as per my slave. To see, Save this. Change HPA. It's already there, so no need to change, because we have copied some same backup from the primary. This file, this configuration already exists on primary, so no need to change again. Okay, we need to create a recovery.config file. We define the recovery settings of the for the replication. Okay, this is my primary info, this is my primary server IP, this is the port, the user which we create, and the password of this user, and this trigger file. Okay, save this file. Okay, after that we need to restart the PostgreSQL services. Exit from this user and restart the Postgres services on my secondary. The service has been restarted. Okay, now we are going to perform test. Okay, so just move on. So this is my secondary, is my primary, and this one my secondary. Okay, by the use of this command I will use my test user which I have created and my test1 databases, and this is the IP address of my primary machine. I just log in from this. Okay, I just log in this for my secondary server. Okay, let's perform some test. Let's perform select on this user. Okay, if that does not exist, now let's create the same table over there. Table created. Now perform the same select on secondary machine. No, so now it's working. Table has been created, also replicated to my secondary side. Let's perform some insertion. Okay, the data has been inserted. Let's perform same select on the primary. Okay, if you see, now same statement has been and same data has been replicated successfully from my primary to secondary side. So my secondary side and primary side is successfully configured, and replication is working successfully. Okay, you can also check the replication. Okay, by this process, just psql -c and execute this on my, this is my primary machine. Okay, see that the application was receiving, start is streaming, and synchronization start async. So that means we have successfully configured Postgres slave and master configuration. Hopefully this video will be helpful for you. Then I will come with more videos for you. Okay, thanks for